With the 31st pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Germain Ifedi, tackle, Texas A&M.
Yeah, he can play guard.
Tackle and guard.
Well, with the final selection of the first round in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Germain Ifedi, offensive tackle from Texas A&M, and guys, Jersey, Joe Archino, Kevin Walsh, and I think we look at this one, we kind of look at the way the night is shaped out. Any surprises with the final pick?
No, actually, I think that this kind of worked out for Seattle somewhat. I think that a lot of people saw them going Ifedi. He's an interesting prospect, an offensive tackle while in college, but as you see it here, played a lot of offensive guard, projects best as an offensive guard. Overall offensive line is just a very, very big need for the Seattle Seahawks. It feels like they've consistently lost offensive linemen every single year, and there were talks that they could have maybe gone Garnett, they could have gone Ryan Kelly if he was still there. So a lot of options. I think that this won't be the only offensive lineman that they take within this draft, and I think that it's not only to protect Russell Wilson, but it has to do with the fact that Marshawn Lynch is no longer there. Thomas Rawls, the new running back, and potentially they even grab a running back throughout this draft. It's not going to be as easy as beast mode breaking every tackle. You're going to have to create, these open lanes for these guys to run through, and Ifedi is a guy who can come in if you need him to play tackle, has experience there, but if you can, you plug him in at guard, and he holds that position down very nicely for you.
Now, Anthony, Ifedi is used to facing off against big, stiff competition in the SEC. It's as close to facing NFL competition as you can get at the college level. Is he ready day one to go in there and be tasked with the important job of keeping Russell Wilson upright and healthy?
I'm gonna go with the no, because I feel like if he was that good, he definitely would have been drafted earlier, especially as a tackle. I think he could be great, but I think there's definitely something off. I think he definitely would have been drafted earlier if he was that good.
Now, guys, that's wrapping it up for the first round. Now, we've obviously got a lot to talk about tomorrow when we're back in, when we're well rested. But one more thing before we go, pick of the day, Kevin. Pick of the day. If I had to ask you one at the end of the first round, who would it be?
I got to go Laquan Treadwell. I have to go
For the
Treadwell.
Vikings.
I really believe that if the Vikings were picking in the top 10, I still think they would have gone Treadwell. So for me, they get a guy who I would assume would have been their number one receiver, because I know for me, he was my number one receiver, is the exact build of the receiver that they wanted. Because as good as Corey Coleman is, he's a smaller guy, same size as Stephon Diggs, so they got the big wide receiver, to me, the best wide receiver in the draft. It was their biggest need, and they got him all the way at 23. So for me, probably the pick of the draft so far.
Anthony, what about you?
I would say Ramsey, but he just fell to them, so that pick was definitely way too easy. I really want to give two right here, not just this. I don't want to single out one team. I want to go with Colts with Ryan Kelly. I think that was literally the perfect pick for them, protecting what's his name, Andrew Luck, and being the quarterback of that offensive line. And you might surprise what I say, but I think the Bears getting Floyd. I think that is a great pick. I think he's a world-class speed and talent. I think he really has the chance to be a Pro Bowler in this league.
Interesting. I got to go with the guy who's staring me right in the face on my laptop in the Arizona Cardinals and Robert Condici. This is a guy that I studied very carefully in the college football season, and there was nothing wrong with him aside from the red flags off the field, a little bit of character issues, but if there's anyone, he kind of said it himself, it had to be the perfect situation. I think he did land in the absolute perfect situation. And if Bruce Arians does what he's proven to be able to do, he got himself maybe the most talented player in this draft. But gentlemen, it has been an incredible day one. I can't thank you guys enough. Kevin Walsh and Anthony Lazito, our guys breaking it down the entire night. Now, I think a lot of us are probably beat. We've been in here quite a while, so everybody get some rest. We will be back tomorrow breaking down what was an incredible day and what shapes up to be an incredible day, too. But one last time tonight, Jersey, Joe Archino, Kevin Walsh, and Anthony Lazito breaking down day one of the 2016 NFL Draft. We'll see everybody tomorrow, and thank you all for staying tuned in throughout the night.